Once again, a very warm welcome to the 13th edition of our consumer education series, Devesh Kar Befikar, presented to you by your trusted platform, PolicyBazaar.com. So friends, today on the webinar, we're going to touch base on a very interesting subject. As you all know, the economic downturn caused by the pandemic has made it difficult for many of us to pay our bills. And when you talk about bills, insurance premiums are also part of it. You would want to buy a health insurance policy with substantial coverage, but shelling out a hefty premium in one go is not possible. So you settle for a lower premium policy with lower sum insured. However, you no longer have to compromise. Now you can pay your premium for your health policies in easy installments, in addition to the yearly payment. However, there must be many questions in your mind as to how beneficial it is, and would it make you pay more by the end of the year? To answer all your queries and many more, we have with us our expert Amit Chabra, who is the head of health insurance and travel insurance at PolicyBazaar.com. He's going to shed some light on the benefits of buying health insurance on EMI mode. Welcome to the webinar, Amit.
Thank you.
Now, since we all know that we can get health insurance at EMIs, can you please elaborate on exactly how it works? Like, what is a policy buyer? So, how is a policy buyer supposed to make this payment? And since the EMI mode is available, shouldn't be more customers going for higher cover plans? Because that's the need of the hour, given COVID all around us.
Sure. So it's actually a very, very simple process, and you have to consider this the way we pay for a Netflix or an Amazon. We're all used to subscriptions. We're all used to paying. This is exactly like that. So you can, instead of paying the entire health insurance policy in one go, you can actually pay them using it. Fairly simple process as well.
Basically, viewers, it's just a normal, like Amit mentioned, a Netflix payment or some kind of subscription that you have, and on a monthly basis, a LinkedIn subscription, for example, as well, and it automatically gets deducted. But Amit, the catch here is what happens when, for example, you miss out on that monthly payment, or your card has bounced or something, and the payment doesn't happen. How does one? What can help here?
So two things. One, mostly, you would not forget because there's a standing instruction in place. It will automatically get deducted, and what you also get is you would keep getting, notifications from Policy Bazaar from time to time, saying that your EMI is due and you need to pay it now. So there would be multiple communications that you receive on email, on WhatsApp, on SMS.
Amit, coming to the next part is there are like family floater plans and there are individual plans as well. So this EMI option is valid both ways, or how does it work here?
This is valid irrespective of which payment instrument, which kind of policy you are buying. It could be any insurance company, it could be an individual or a family floater plan. Irrespective of all of that, this option is available. So it does not matter which kind of policy you have. This option is available also.
All right. So you can, even if it's a family floater or an individual policy, you can go and avail this mode of payment. And Amit, to add on to it, it might not be new for some, and for some this thing might be new. What kind of attraction are we seeing on our website? Are people more and more opting for this mode of payment?
The monthly payment mode became very, very popular in the pandemic period specifically because one, there was a significant increase in awareness for health insurance. So more and more people wanted to buy it. And at the same time, there was a financial problem also, right, with a lot of people. So people weren't wanting to commit a large amount to buy anything right now, including health insurance. So this came as quite a savior, and we've seen almost 30 to 40% people who are buying health insurance, they prefer to buy the monthly mode of payment. That's a very clear that we have seen.
Great. We have a question from T. Giridhar Rao as well. He's asking what are the benefits of purchasing health policy online and more so on through EMI basis?
This monthly mode of payment is predominantly available online. It's not really available in the offline world. So what it gives you is an option to easily afford health insurance. Which if otherwise is a challenge, makes you buy health insurance quite easily. The other thing is, as Apeksha was saying earlier, a lot of people tend to buy a low sum insured plan. That is not a very smart thing to do, because what you end up doing with that is that that you're not covered well enough. Now that is understandable, if you don't have a lot of money upfront to pay. But please understand, with this monthly mode, things become a lot more affordable, because you're paying over a period of 12 months instead of paying all the money upfront. So what is a wiser thing to do is to opt for a monthly payment instrument, but at the same time opt for a high sum insured, because in the current times you don't need a 3 lakh 5 lakh policy. You need a much higher sum insured for yourself. So buying it online on a monthly mode is a fairly wise decision to make.
Correct. So it is a wise decision to make. We have another question coming in from Ranjit. He has to say, will there be a major change in premium while selecting this EMI mode of payment? And if so, how much? By how much?
There is no major change. In fact, in some insurance, premiums don't change at all. So, for example, in case of HDFC Ergo General Insurance, there is no change in premium at all. You get the same premium divided by 12. In some of the companies, there is a change in premium, but it's very minor. So it's typically 4 to 5% of premium gets added, but and that's lower than the interest rate that there is, right? So netted, you're ending up saving anyways, and the increase is very minor. It's about 5% only, so not more than that.
Amit, we also have another question by Sanjeev Kumar Chopra. He says, is it approved by IRDA? What is approved by IRDA? The monthly payment mode, the product? I'm not sure. Can you please specify? But everything happens after the. Yeah, please go ahead.
The regulator has actually propagated monthly mode a lot for payments. In fact, that is a very they took it very aggressively, and it's done for the good of the customers, because people wanted to buy on EMIs and it wasn't available. So in fact, the regulator, one, they approved it quickly, and second, they basically guided all the insurers to launch it as soon as possible, because they wanted the monthly payment mode to be available for customers. So this is one completely approved by the regulator, but more than that, the regulator actually wants more and more customers to be able to buy on monthly mode, because that makes health insurance a lot more affordable.
Correct. We have another question from Sanoj, the same person. He says, I bought a policy of sum assured 25 lakhs for my family, my wife, my son, and for me. In the policy document, it says 24 months for specific diseases waiting period. I need to know, what are the specific diseases waiting period?
There are some of the slow growing diseases which the likes of cataract, knee replacement, hernia. They are the only ones which have this 2-year waiting period. The reason the 2-year waiting period is there is because nobody wants that you buy a policy and claim it right away, right? Because then what will happen is, anybody who has a cataract will just buy the policy now and get cataract treated, which defeats the purpose of insurance. So those diseases have a 2-year waiting period, but apart from that, nothing else has a waiting period of 24 months.
Maybe we'll do a separate show elaborating you on. Amit, next moving on to Yogesh. He has a little elaborate question, which is, he says, I've had a Mediclaim policy for the past 12 years, which is a good thing. It is being renewed every year on time. Great. Recently, I have ported this to another insurer. They asked about pre-existing diseases, but I forgot to mention that I and my wife have started taking BP, blood pressure medicines daily to keep our BP normal. And the new policy covers all pre-existing diseases without any waiting period. Will this non-disclosure of BP medicine affect my claim if need be in future? Will this be counted as a pre-existing disease?
So one question, and I'll explain both the scenarios. I'm assuming that when you bought the policy 12 years back and when you were renewing every year, you haven't informed your insurance company that now you're taking BP medicines. So that is a must do. This is for everybody. In case you have a policy and it's being renewed every year, and you develop an illness during the course of owning your policy, you must inform the insurance company about it. You must inform them that now you're taking BP medicines. If you inform them, everything gets covered. There is no change. But the problem in this,
correct,
did your policy into another policy, you didn't inform the insurance company that you're taking BP medicines. So for them, it typically gets counted as a pre-existing disease. If you have not informed them, it could potentially be non-disclosure. So I would advise you that even now you must go back to your insurance company, the one you have ported into, and inform them that you take medicines. That must be done. They would, since you have just started taking BP medicines, it won't be a problem at all. They would just tag it as a pre-existing disease. There might be a waiting period on hypertension because of that. But you must inform that, because if you don't, then this may get counted as non-disclosure and you may not get the claim at a later point. So the simple advice is, go to your insurance company and inform them that you missed informing this, and please put this on my policy that this is a pre-existing disease.
Absolutely. Transparency is very important here, and not just here in all transactions or relationships, but coming to your policies, please be transparent with your insurer in case of any pre-existing disease or any changes you notice before buying your health policy or quoting. We have another question, Amit from Siddhesh, and we're left with 4-5 minutes on the show. Please post in your queries any last minute if there's. He says, sir, guide us more about the OPD care benefits, because a lot of people have not opted for anything on this side as a rider in their policy.
Sure. So there are some policies which come with OPD benefits as well. OPD benefits are basically benefits which cover you for outpatient treatments. Like you can go to a doctor, you can go to a chemist, and buy medicines, or get a medical test, or get a diagnostic done. So that covers you for the OPD benefits also. It's always advisable to get an OPD this thing as well in your policy, because a lot of times you don't have to get hospitalized, right? In most cases, it's just simple OPD treatment. So advisable to get that. The thing that you might notice when you buy an OPD plan is that they are expensive in nature, because the chances of you going to an OPD network are much higher compared to the chances of you going for hospitalization. But the good thing is there are now a lot of interesting plans coming up which offer you OPD as a part of the health insurance itself. You can go within the network of the insurance company, and it's free of cost. If you think you might need OPD coverage, then it's advisable that you opt for the OPD benefit as well within your health insurance policy.
There are plans for each and every individual out there. There might be some restrictions depending on the case to case here, but there are plans available, and you all can come on to Policy Bazaar or the insurer sites and compare and buy and choose the plan which is best suited for you. So that was all on this edition of the webinar, and hope we've answered all the queries. Thank you, Amit, so much for your time and the insights that we imparted to our viewers here. We'll be coming up with another episode with more details on the insurance side. Please post in your queries, and I repeat one last time, the ID would be Policy Bazaar show@policybazaar.com. It is live every weekend on the India Today show. We'll take up your queries, so please feel free to post in your questions. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Amit, once again.
Thank you so much.